So really quickly, I never talked about my rating for the game, so I'm going to do that right now. My rating for Modern Warfare 2, this probably should be at the end of the video, but I'm going to put them in the beginning for those of you that want to know just a quick rating. I'm going to rate Modern Warfare 2 out of 5, and it's going to be rated a 2 out of 5. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to give it maybe a 1.5. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 2. A solid 2, maybe a 1.5. I'm going to give it, I'm thinking a 2 right now. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 will receive a 2 out of 5 score, and now we can now continue to the video. Good evening. Today, we're talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022, or as other people may know it, Call of Duty 19. Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 20. I don't even know what COD game is. It's Call of Duty 20, so we're taking a look at Call of Duty 20, Modern Warfare 2. This is the 20th entry in the Call of Duty series, if I'm correct. So, I want to talk about some basic shit, because this game is a whole lot of fuck shit and awful shit, and it's still the best COD game since Black Ops 4. Anyway, so basically, let's go over what you're going to see when you actually buy the game. The first thing you see is the menu. Now, the menu you're going to see isn't the menu of Modern Warfare 2. It's the menu of Call of Duty. It's the Modern Warfare 2 menu of the menu. So, like, you open the game and you're at the menu, but that's not the actual menu. You're in the actual game menu itself when you see the you're able to, create your class, because in the first menu you're not able to create your class, but it looks exactly the same as the second menu, which is the actual menu to the game. Whoever made the menus needs to be shot in Minecraft or something. Like, just take them out back and treat them like Old Yeller, alright? Because whoever the fuck made it is a scumfuck piece of shit. I think all of the devs that worked on this game are fucking retarded. I don't know who the fuck the lead designer or whoever it is to the game, but they're also fucking retarded. I'm gonna be completely honest, and we'll get into why it is right about. Let's get into Modern Warfare 2. I don't want to talk about anything else, because I just talked for like 10 minutes straight, and I deleted it because I realized I talked about Modern Warfare 2019 for like 10 plus minutes. Fuck Modern Warfare 2019. I'm just gonna gloss over it. Some of the main problems that Modern Warfare 2019 had, the biggest problems that it had were the weapon balancing and the maps / respawns. So basically, how Modern Warfare 2019 was made was they made the maps, and then they treated it like how a 12-year-old would with Halo Forge. Take Halo Reach, for example. You'd be in Forge like me, and it's like, hey, I just created my own map. Oh shit, I need to put respawn points down. I'm just gonna put them all over the fucking place. Red next to blue, blue next to red, one of them outside the map. Sure, why not? That's basically how they made Modern Warfare 2019. So yeah, the respawns of the maps were very fucking broken. You would just spawn next to an enemy. One person would walk a couple inches too far to the other side of the map, and then the spawns would completely flip. So now your entire team is getting flanked because the enemy team spawned directly behind you. Well, it's a whole shitload of mess. And then you might be asking, well, the weapon balancing, what was wrong with that? The ASVAL is what was wrong with that game. Once the ASVAL was added to the game, they basically made it so that no other weapon was really viable other than maybe a shotgun or a sniper. Basically, if your weapon didn't one-shot somebody, you're gonna die to the ASVAL. If you weren't using the ASVAL, you were gonna die to it for the most part. Don't get me wrong, obviously it's not that crazy, and as long as you're more skilled than the other player, for the most part, you probably could deal with them. But the ASVAL really is just that broken. You give it to a bad player and you put them against a decent player. The bad player is probably gonna win most of the time, because that's how honestly fucking busted it was. It really was a broken ass weapon. I don't even know what else to say about it. It was off. What does Modern Warfare 2 have over that? Well, Modern Warfare 2, the weapon balancing isn't perfect. At least for me, all the gameplay I've seen is shipment, because that's all I've been playing. I don't really care or like the default maps that much. I've seen people playing them, and the default maps, the base maps in the game, are definitely a lot better than Modern Warfare 2019's maps. I wouldn't say they're better than Cold War's maps for the most part. I think I like Cold War's maps more. And then Vanguard, I don't even count that as a Call of Duty game, so I'm not even going to bring that up in this video. So if you wonder why I don't bring up Vanguard when I talk about how shitty certain shit is, Vanguard is so bad, it's automatically default in the worst COD game ever. So there's no reason to say, oh, it's as bad as Vanguard, when it's like, yeah, Vanguard's the worst COD game ever. So we're just gonna ignore Vanguard and pretend it doesn't exist. That's how bad it is. Like I said, Modern Warfare 2, basically, like I said, I play a lot of Shipment, and there are weapons that you'll see, at least for me, Shipment really brings out how broken shit is and what is broken. So, you know, people are going to be using what's broken the most. That's how people play Shipment. So the Riot Shield is in Modern Warfare 2. Just about everybody uses it. And you might be asking yourself, well, if you hate the Riot Shield that much, don't use it. The problem is everybody else is. So you either play at a disadvantage or you play with the Riot Shield. Are you really at a disadvantage? No. You know, I've got one class where I don't have the Riot Shield on, and instead I have an RPG on. I call that class the fuck you, I'm going to piss you off the rest of the match class. That's what the class is used for. Other than that, every other class has a Riot Shield on as the secondary. Because everybody else has one, I might as well not be at a disadvantage myself. Super, super used in this game. Shotguns, for the most part, are kind of broken to an extent. You can kind of break the shotguns. I would say the shotguns are balanced to an extent. They're really good used in the right situation for the most part. Obviously, they're going to be more prevalent in Shipment, but in normal gameplay, they're not really, I feel like, used as much. So shotguns are balanced, but they are really still popular. You know, they're very usable. They're very strong given their situations. They're one of the stronger weapons. Another weapon that I've seen a lot is a combo is just a knife and a Riot Shield exclusively. I feel like you'll see a lot more of this on Shipment, obviously, than other maps. So if you're going to be playing Shipment a lot, then, you know, be wary of the combat knife and Riot Shield people. They're pretty easy to deal with for the most part because they don't have a weapon, so you kind of just shoot them. If you can't deal with them, probably stop playing on a controller, brother, or practice more, to be honest. Like, you just got to get your aim to be better, my guy. Other than that, I would say snipers, I've seen a decent amount. Overall, I've seen quite a few weapons being used for the most part. LMGs aren't really used too much. Mostly from what I've dealt with, the most annoying weapons, I would say the ones that you're going to notice yourself getting killed by, are snipers, shotguns, and rocket launchers. Other than that, you know, people are using other weapons and whatnot, even in the gameplay you could see. But again, the ones that are going to probably annoy you the most, the ones that you will notice yourself dying to the most, even if you're not dying to them the most out of, you know, you might be dying to LMGs more than the shotgun, but you're going to notice the shotgun way more because it's like the guy's hitting you from across the map with it, and it's like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on, you know? But other than that, weapon balancing seems to be pretty okay, decent for the most part. And if you're not playing Shipment, it's probably, you know, weapon variety is probably a decent amount better. I would assume. I don't really know fully. Hey, if you're playing anything that's not Shipment, let me know in the comments what you think about the weapon balancing, because at least compared to Modern Warfare 2019, it is way better. Now, one of the two big problems with this game, which I don't understand, is why they fucked up unlocking attachments. All right, a friend brought this to my attention before I realized it. I mean, I kind of realized it, but I didn't realize how fucking broken it was, or stupid. And not even broken, just dumb. So basically, in Modern Warfare 2019, Call of Duty Cold War, most COD games, I think since Black Ops 2, possibly, you had weapon levels, and you would unlock attachments by leveling up the weapon. Makes sense, right? I don't want to say it was a problem, but it was different compared to other COD games. It was Modern Warfare 2019, the weapon levels would go up to like 55 to like 60, all right? Which is a lot of levels, and you could level up weapons relatively decently, you know, because you just use the weapon and get a bunch of kills with it or whatnot. It wasn't super tedious, you know, most of the time you'd get most of the attachments you would want pretty early on or whatever, and it made sense, you know, even if it was a lot of levels to go through, all you had to do was use the weapon, and you got the attachments for it just by using it. It makes sense. I like how that works. I think most people are right with that. Modern Warfare 2 said, fuck you. We hate you. Fuck yourself, basically. I really don't know how this is the top-selling COD game to date. Modern Warfare 2 made $800 million in its, first week, I think. All right? Which is ridiculous, because one, it's the first COD game to be $70, so initial launch price is immediately going to make them go, well, we're never going to have to release a COD game for $60 again. So that's upsetting, because I'm very against the $70 price hike, but this video isn't about that. What it is about is Modern Warfare 2 and how meh it is for the most part. So like I said before, how they changed the attachments. Well, they, like I said, they said, fuck you, and basically, you unlock attachments by, I'm going to have to show you in gameplay, alright, so it'll be on the screen here. It's not yet, I haven't recorded it yet, but I'll be grabbing, alright, so basically, you go, say I want a red dot sight, alright, I go to my weapon, you know, say it's a sniper rifle, I go to my sniper rifle, and I want to put on the red dot sight, alright, so how do I unlock this red dot sight? Oh, I need to get an SMG to level 11 or 12. Oh, okay, so I unlock the red dot sight by using an SMG. Weird. I want to put a red dot sight on my sniper. Not an SMG, but okay. So that's fine. And I'm going to explain it real quick how the attachments work. Attachments are tied to weapons. So you have to use a specific weapon to unlock a specific attachment. So this red dot sight is tied to this SMG. Once you unlock once you get that specific SMG to level 12, you then unlock that red dot sight. You then have the red dot sight unlocked for every weapon in the game. All right, that's fine. All right, now you don't have to grind for it on every other weapon. You just use one weapon, you get the red dot sight, and you never have to worry about it again on all the other weapons. Here's the problem. To unlock that SMG, which unlocks the red dot sight, you have to level up an AR to level 12. So now I have to use an AR. Well, to unlock this AR, you have to use this battle rifle. Now it's confusing. So to unlock a red dot sight, I have to get an SMG. To unlock a red dot sight for my sniper rifle, I now have to use an SMG and get that SMG to level 12, but I can't unlock that SMG until I unlock the AR. Until I get the AR to level 12, but I can't unlock the AR until I use a battle rifle. This is a 4-step process. And I'm not talking 4-step as in oh, I just have to do a simple 4-step. No, I have to jump through 4 different fucking hoops. How does it make any fucking sense that I have to use battle rifle to get a red dot sight on my sniper? All right, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This system would work perfectly fine if you unlocked weapons by leveling up. All right, just your normal account level. That would be fine. I would be okay with that. The problem is that you unlock weapons through unlocking other weapons. It's oh, you can unlock this weapon by using this other weapon. So now you create more hoops to jump through, and it becomes such a tedious and shitty and awful grind that people straight up don't want to play the game. Like my friend, he's I don't even want to play the game because of that. And he told me about that, and I looked at it, and I was oh, it's not that bad. And then I realized you have to unlock you have to unlock 3 different weapons, because each weapon unlocks a weapon, and then I can unlock the red dot sight. I'm you have to go through 30 plus weapon levels over the course of 3 different weapons. Why the fuck is this in the game? It's a shady, scummy practice. They basically, the Call of Duty devs basically said, how do we get people to play our game? They basically said, instead of adding challenges or adding, things that are new to the game to, that will be fun for people, they said, let's just make it more tedious to unlock shit. So they took Modern Warfare 2019 and said, okay, well, let's make it easier so there's less weapon levels. Oh, okay, so weapon levels only go up to 30. Okay, so the max weapon level is 30. All right, that's easy. But they'll get all the attachments way sooner, and then they won't be using the weapon more, or for whatever fucking reason, or playing the game more. I don't know their thought process. I'm not a retard. And then, so they're sitting there and they're okay, well, how do we make it so that we spread out the attachments so you don't unlock them super quick. Okay, well, let's just make it so the attachments are unlocked through a specific weapons. What do you... Okay, well, the red dot, you have to... You unlock it by using this SMG. So this red dot sight, this specific red dot sight is locked through this specific SMG. Oh, okay. But that's still too easy. Okay, well, let's make it so the weapons are unlocked by using other weapons. Like, it's fucking crazy. It makes no fucking sense. It is the most convoluted, stupid-ass process just to get a fucking, like, attachment for a weapon. It's dumb. It is retarded. There's nothing else to say about it other than the fact it's retarded. I genuinely have no other words than it's retarded. That is probably the most bullshit, convoluted part of Modern Warfare 2. Now, there's another other thing which I don't like, and it's the perk system. Now, most COD games, you're able to have 3 perks. If you have Specialist on, and like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, you're able to unlock like 6 perks or whatever, and you know, that's how Specialist works, whatever. But Modern Warfare 2, they took it to the next level, alright? You're allowed to have 4 perks. So, how does it work? Well, you choose your base perks. You choose whether, say it's Scavenger and Flak Jacket. In this game, it's Bomb Squad. So, I choose Scavenger and Bomb Squad. I can... Obviously, everybody knows what Scavenger is, and then Bomb Squad allows me to, you know, tank RPG shots or, you know, whatever explosives. And then we have Tier 2, or your first unlock. It's now you choose whatever perk that is, and then you have your 4th perk. Now, this is all cool if the perk system worked how it did in every other COD. But they said, hold up, let's fuck this up. You have your 2 base perks, say Scavenger and Bomb Squad, which you unlock, or you have normally, alright? You spawn into the game, and you have Scavenger and Bomb Squad. But you don't have your Tier 2 perk, or your Tier 3 perk. Well, those perks unlock throughout the match. That is right, your perks are locked until a specific time limit. So, after a couple minutes of playing the match, then you unlock your Tier 2, and then after a certain amount of time, I think you unlock Tier 3. At first, I thought they were locked behind getting kills, and then after you got a certain amount of kills, they were permanently unlocked, but I think it's after time, like throughout the match. Now, don't get me wrong, if you join into a game late, you're not going to like have to wait a certain amount of time to unlock your perks. If you join late, you know, say everybody's already on their Tier 2 perk, you will also automatically be on Tier 2. You don't have to go through all the hoops. But yeah, it's like a tier system. This is fucking retarded. That makes no sense at all. I generally don't understand why they implemented this into the game. Please let me know in the comments why you think that's in the game, because I don't fucking know. It makes no sense at all. 0 sense. 0. It just doesn't make any sense. Why have your perks locked behind a time wall? Like, here's the thing. I load into a game, and I don't get sleight of hand unlocked until after the first 3 minutes of the match. Why? Let me just use sleight of hand. It doesn't make any sense. That is the stupidest shit ever. And by the way, certain perks are, like, locked behind certain tiers. So it's not like, oh, you can put on any perk you want in your base unlock. No. There's only like a couple of perks in your base unlock. So like sleight of hand is in Tier 2, and you can only have 1 Tier 2 perk or whatever. So sleight of hand, if you want that unlocked, you can't go, okay, well, I'll put it as my base 1 perk and then I'll have Scavenger unlocked. Nope, it has to be, it's only in Tier 2. Not in Tier 3 or anything, it's in Tier 2. So you're basically forced to wait for it. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. It is so dumb. So the perk system is stupid as fuck. The attachment unlock system was made by somebody who's never played a video game. I don't know. I don't even know how you got through to that process. Like, what the fuck? I want to know what the fuck the thought process was behind the attachment unlock system. Seriously. It makes no fucking sense. Oh my god, I've been talking for so long now. Okay, this is a huge fucking rant now. Let's calm down. What else is bad about the game? I talked about the perks. I talked about the attachments. I talked about weapon balancing. It's not that bad. Again, I've only been playing shipment because I just don't really care about the base maps too much. They're kind of enjoyable. The game modes, like I said, invasion kind of blows ass. If you're somebody who likes to if you're basically 12 and you like to camp and just kill AI, that's basically it. That's basically all Invasion is. Or unless you want to get level up weapons or whatever. Invasion basically has AI in the mode, and from what I've seen, it's a good way to like level up your weapons and whatnot, because you know it's AI, and the actual killing an AI counts toward your kill streak. It counts as basically an actual player kill, and the XP counts and whatnot, so you can kind of farm Invasion. Ground War kind of just sucks nowadays. It's just full of people camping, super hardcore. It really isn't enjoyable. The maps are basically made for like super campy and sniper. Like, you'll have I can't even explain it. You just have to like play it or see gameplay. The third person mode sucks fucking dick. It is god awful. I really highly recommend you don't play it unless you are a fan of third person camping. Basically, the third person mode is played where you place your character behind a wall, and it's basically somebody watches you in the third person camera. Like, you basically place your character behind object where they cannot be seen, and then you use the camera to basically spot. It's like, imagine Fortnite if you didn't have a building type deal. And not even like that. Like, the Fortnite without building isn't even that bad. It kind of sucks. Third person kind of sucks. If you're a sissy ass bitch that likes to play like a fucking pussy, then go ahead, play the third person mode. And at its core, the third person mode seems fun, and I was enjoying it in beta. But once I played it in the full release right now, it is, oh my god, it is just so fucking depressing. It's like, oh my god, like you're really gonna play like that, dude? Like, it's Call of Duty. Like, this is casual Call of Duty. Your life isn't on the line. Your family doesn't have a gun to their head. There is no reason for you to be playing like this. So just don't play the mode if you just don't want to deal with that shit. Overall, hardcore is in the game. It's called Tier 1. It's basically, it's not called hardcore anymore. It's called Tier 1. There is no hardcore shipment, sadly, but yeah, it's just called Tier 1. Hardcore, pretty decent. It's not too bad. I had a couple matches where it kind of sucked ass. I was really dying to people I couldn't see, but that was more bad map design. The map I was playing on was really not suited to hardcore at all. It was really bad. It was basically a desert, and it was all open, and you couldn't walk like 2 feet out in the open without immediately dying to somebody just camping randomly. But then I had another really fun match where it was a super enjoyable hardcore match, and it was great. So hardcore is iffy for the most part. Hardpoint and domination is really what I really only play. Domination. That's like my favorite game mode. So if I do end up playing casual or normal, not shipment, then it's usually domination. But like I said, it's meh. You know, it's enjoyable. I would say normal, just base game, you know, playing domination or one of those quick play modes is a lot better than playing, you know, Modern Warfare 2019. But I don't know, maybe it'll be different for you. Overall, would I recommend the game? No. Don't buy it unless it's on sale. If you really want a COD game to play with your friends, I would say it will be enjoyable. If you played Modern Warfare 2019 or Cold War with friends, and you enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019 with friends and whatnot, then go ahead, get Modern Warfare 2. There's no slide canceling. I see a lot of people say that it's stupid that slide canceling is not in the game. One, slide canceling wasn't a skill at all. A skill is something that takes effort and practice to actually get down and do well. Slide canceling wasn't a skill. Anybody can do it willy-nilly. It doesn't take any skill at all. So yeah, slide canceling is not in the game. You can slide and whatnot. Actually, no, there is dolphin diving, which is, I've seen people actually use here and there. It's not used a lot, but when it is used in the situations where you do use it, it's kind of cool. I don't know, seeing somebody dolphin dive. It's weird, especially for a Modern Warfare game. Other than that, the game's meh. I would say, for me, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is on par with Modern Warfare 2019. I would say it's slightly better just because of the maps, how the spawns aren't super broken and the maps aren't as bad as they are in 2019. I like the movement a little bit more and how the weapons feel a little bit more than 2019. It's slowed down just a bit compared to 2019, the movement and whatnot, but it's not super noticeable, to be honest. I would say it's a little bit worse than Cold War, but I feel like that's more of a personal thing because I have a friend who absolutely hated Cold War way more than Modern Warfare 2019. I mean, he thinks 2019 is like the best COD game to date, which he's completely wrong, let's be honest. But yeah, I would say pick it up if it's on sale. I personally do not support the $70 price hike of games. I think it's ridiculous and dumb. So obviously I'm going to recommend you don't buy it for full price for 70. If you're going to pick it up, at least pick it up for 60. I would honestly, if you're really skeptical about the game, pick it up on sale. You know, maybe wait till it hits $40 and then maybe look into it. Maybe try it on a free weekend if you have the chance or whatever and see what you think about it. But with that out of the way, I'm done talking about it. Hopefully this video wasn't too convoluted and, you know, kind of makes sense here and there. I don't know. I'll see you in the next one, though.
Hardpoint. Posting us equal.